We're talking about Gerard Carmichael.
Ah.
Y'all know his reality show aired on Friday. So they call it a reality show. So like you see the camera set up, you see the lighting and all that kind of stuff.
Have they broken the fourth wall though? Does he talk to the audience?
He has.
So it's like a docuseries.
Yes.
Okay.
And so when it opens up, you see clips of his. Remember his special where he came out that wrote what was it? Wrote Nathan or something it was called. Anyway, they had, you didn't see it. No. You didn't see it. No. So when it opens up, it shows you clips from that, and the particular clip that they show is when he's saying that he had a crush on his best friend, and it's Tyler.
The creator.
Not Perry, the creator. Right. Communication is our partner. Clarity is our friend. This time we're talking about the creator.
Tyler's a creator too.
Well, I meant the one whose stage name.
Oh, it's Tyler the creator.
You don't make me tip through them tulips now.
I'm tapping you on your shoulder now, girl.
Girl, listen. There's an electrical fence there. I'm trying not to go over that fence, girl.
I'm keeping you away.
Okay. let me move on past it now.
I'm keeping you away.
Okay.
Let me guide you.
Right. Thank you. They were like really close friends, this, that, and the third. Well, he sends him a text message. Gerard sends Tyler a text message and says, I have this crush on you, da-da-da-da. Tyler never responds. Fast forward a year later. This man still ain't responded. Oh, damn. So they finally have a sit-down conversation where Gerard is basically telling him, listen, you didn't even respond. Like what happened, you kind of pulled back. Even in the friendship, like you weren't really responsive in our text messages. He sent Tyler a text asking if he would join him for the Emmys. Well, Tyler took days, maybe even a week or so, to even respond and say, oh man, I'm busy, I can't make it. So then you see the scene where they're sitting down in his hotel room, in Gerard's hotel room, or apartment or whatever this is, and they're talking, and he basically says to him, you just kind of left me there, you didn't say anything. And he said, well, I didn't really know what to say to that. So they had this whole conversation, and that piece really reminded me of what really does kind of happen out here in the dating world. Men are sometimes very unresponsive, don't really know what to do with emotion, because they don't have that EQ, that emotional quotient. You know how there's IQ? But there's also EQ, intelligent, emotional quotient. Mm-hmm. And they don't always have the words.
See, now you're going to make me watch you.
He was just really off-putting. Tyler was very off-putting. It really made me think about just kind of how we move. And what's really interesting is here you have these two black gay guys who were uber successful. And neither one of them typically date black men.
There are so many questions in the comment section trying to clarify Tyler, the creator's sexual orientation.
Well, he said he was gay, right?
I don't know.
Well,
I thought he dated this guy's son, Diddy. Is it
Diddy's
sorry,
son.
Diddy's son.
Sorry, not Diddy's son. I'm sorry. Will Smith.
Oh, right.
well, he white adjacent.
White neighbor. Excuse me, Mo. White neighborhood, wrong person.
Right.
I meant right neighborhood, wrong person.
Correct. Okay, Tyler looks like he might be on the spectrum. I'm with you.
But Jaden is
Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith, yeah.
Does he say that he's bisexual too?
I think he's gay, isn't he?
What?
I mean,
okay.
I heard that they were dating.
No,
for,
I need to put something here
I heard
because I don't know what's
allegedly.
going on.
Allegedly, they dated.
They were doing something. It is a real-time, open account of what kind of happens with gay men. Like he was on Grindr. Like you saw his Grindr profile. Talking about Gerard.
Oh, not Tyler's Grindr.
Gerard. Tyler talked about a sex party that he hosted. Like they're talking about the thing.
Okay, I have to watch this now.
Because Tyler didn't know that Gerard was filming this stuff. When he came to talk to him about how Gerard sent him a text the year before saying he was interested and da-da-da, he didn't know that it was a whole production when he got to the place. He said, oh, there's more people in here than the sex party that I hosted.
But Tyler is kind of weird and funny.
I think he's on the spectrum.
But do we know this for a fact?
No, I just said I think.
But thinking and knowing is
I'm looking at his eyes and his mouth and the way he holds his mouth.
even if thinking and knowing, even sucking dick, do we know it is a fact? Because you can suck dick and not be on the spectrum, right?
What spectrum are you talking about?
the sexual. No,
No, I'm talking about this spectrum
oh,
up here.
so but can you have an experience, Craig, and still not be up there?
I think you can have an experience and not.
Can
be,
you have several experiences and not?
Now, wait a minute now. When I was talking about spectrum, I'm saying he's kind of like autistic or
Oh, you mean 90-40?
correct. Like he ain't.
Okay, I was so confused.
Yeah.
So you mean spectrum as far as?
You a dummy, bitch.
Yeah! No, Craig.
No, I'm just.
Don't do that. Oh my God. But you are. But
Gerard was on Grindr and he's looking on there and he's talking. And he's like, here he is, this uber successful guy, and he's looking for hookups on a mobile app. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I just want us to kind of step back and look at that, like the grand scheme of that. And I think some of that is tied to his disconnection with his mother, because she's uber religious. One of the things that he talked about was how he wanted to invite his mother to go with him to the Emmys. And he said she would gladly come, put on a gown, put on makeup, this, that, and the third. But yet he was going to be honored for this gay work he had done, that comedy special. So how does she juxtapose that? His mother trying to celebrate his success, I'm talking about Gerard, but yet still feeling like, he needs to be saved. And he said that she's always talking about Leviticus this and Leviticus that. Here he is, this uber successful person, but even when he was sitting there talking to Tyler about his feelings and how Tyler ghosted him, basically, it's like he's searching for validation. Like he looked like a little boy trying to explain his feelings. And Tyler looked like someone who doesn't have the emotional intelligence to even have that kind of a conversation. Gerard is bringing all of these strangers, none of them who were black. He's bringing these strangers that he's meeting on Grindr to his apartment or hotel, wherever this was. He's sucking on their toes. Can we get that screen grab?
Yeah, I have that.
Oh
right
my
here.
God.
He's sucking on toes.
Wait.
But these people are coming in and this whole camera crew is there.
Okay.
They're coming to his place for a hookup and the entire camera crew is there.
Wait. Okay, see, this is where I was blown away. This is where it's blowing me away. He was on Grindr, bitch. Feel me in, ho. In layman's terms, he was on Grindr having Grindr link ups while they were filming the show.
That's what I said. It was so real time. I've never seen anything like this. Like me on there taking mushrooms.
Well, it is HBO, so it's not on national TV, so there's a lot of leeway you can have.
HBO bigger than national TV.
But it ain't. But that boy that's in that picture, that's not the only one. But there was another guy. Like he had a couple guys. There was another guy that he fucked. Some cream on his counter. He said, "Oh, that's the cream I use when I fuck the boys without a condom."
Maybe because he's not gay. Could it be because he's not gay?
He's into white boys.
Oh, this is where you were going.
That's where I was going.
Okay, come on.
Tyler's into white boys. He looks so desperate for
Attention.
to be liked and attention. And I think that that's what happens with a lot of queer people. They come into the community looking for acceptance and love when you come from a family that discards you. But Gerard is from South Carolina. It's very segregated in South Carolina.
Bible Belt.
So he's black, okay? He grew up black. But just based on what we know about him now, with his mom talking to him about the Bible and this, that, and the third, he doesn't really talk to his mom very much now because he's gay. What I have learned, and I talked about this a couple weeks ago, a few shows ago, when we talked about how some black queer people date exclusively outside of the black community because the black community hurt them. It's not always about having internal issues with your own culture. Sometimes, but I also think that there is also a crop of black queer people who date outside of their race because they were called sissy, fag, and punk or whatever by black people. They were hurt by the black church, the black family, the black community. Mm-hmm. And so they take flight. They leave the black community because it was too painful to stay. And so they look for solace, love, relationships with other people.
Which